Hey guys, welcome to a new video. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rosa. I am a medical doctor working in internal medicine at a hospital in North Germany, but I'm also studying human rights and international law at the University of London. In today's video, I am bringing you along with me to a very exciting trip to Geneva to join the 56th session on human rights at the Human Rights Council in the United Nations, which I was very lucky to join for, as I said, a whole week. I took the train from Hamburg to Geneva, which took about 10 hours, and then I just arrived in this very beautiful green city with a lovely lake. I've never been to Geneva before, so that was quite exciting. So we were around 15 students with 2 professors who had decided to go to Geneva to join the sessions. I tried to record as much footage as I could from the UN buildings. The first day we went to Palais de Wilson, which was insanely interesting and beautiful. We had a session on indigenous people, a session on gender apartheid, and also a session on international law, which was really eye-opening and interesting. On the following day, we went to the actual UN building, which was super exciting, obviously for all of us. We went to the security part and then straight into the sessions. So how it works in the UN is that you have main sessions which you can be participating in via a public gallery, so you're just sitting there listening to the member states' resolutions or statements on current events and issues. So in this morning we had a session on the war in Sudan, a session on Palestine, a session on human rights in Eritrea, and then we also had a session on gender apartheid and on disability rights. In the afternoon, we were usually going to side events, which were honestly super interesting. So there were multiple side events every single day regarding to specific topics on specific countries. I went to side events about Afghanistan, about Iran, Palestine, obviously, and about human trafficking, but also about the role of human rights as a woman in conflict areas. It was insanely interesting, as I said, and it was much more private because you were sitting in a small room and you could participate even as a student or a scholar, and didn't really need to be a member state, which was obviously very interesting to us. Hi guys, so I just came back from the UN. This week has been intense. Like, I could have stayed another week for sure, The Human Rights Council is continuing next week, but our accreditation only was for 1 week, which I'm super grateful for. I know that a lot of people don't have that opportunity to join, and yeah, it's just a very intense experience to go and see all the sessions when speaking about different human rights topics all over the world. Obviously, we do have human rights crisis going on in a couple of countries. It's really hard to name all of them in one row, but you know, majority being, you know, Sudan, which has a horrific war going on, which nobody's like talking about. Sahara, Palestine, Syria, Iran, Afghanistan, you name it. There are so many issues, like critical, acute issues that are going on. And also there are so many like ongoing human rights crises. So this experience has been really, really helpful for me. And I feel like, and I know it sounds a bit dramatic, but I feel like something changed during this whole week, and something opened up for me, which I didn't have the access to before. I was like tiptoeing into it, but now I can see like the, you know, grander picture of it, which has been insanely helpful. Switzerland is a very expensive country, and I think that is like something which is a little bit contradicting the whole point of the Human Rights Council and the UN and the partner organizations, because the UN is meant to be there to protect vulnerable people. And I'm just asking myself, because like I have a full-time job which the salary is all right, but there are so many people, especially NGOs, who have to be founded, like they have to be sponsored, and they live from funds and donations. Like, how do they spend their time here to attend a council like that? Like this 1 week where I stayed here, it cost me at least 1,500 euros. Staying in a normal like Airbnb flat and having cooked a lot of meals at home, but it's still not very accessible, I think, to a lot of people, which to me is, as I said, contradicting. Filming in the UN is a bit difficult. Like there are so many sessions where you're not allowed to take a photo because of security reasons. Obviously not everyone has the diplomatic status, and there are countries or like ambassadors of countries present when NGOs talking and students talking and scholars talking, so it can be quite difficult to record what we did via videos and photos, but I hope it gave you a little bit of an idea how it looked.